would you want a natural woman? And the men say, yeah, we want a natural woman, but then it comes down to, okay, so what's your preference of woman? All right, Zulu, right. Would you want a natural woman or a woman that makes herself up and wears like extensions, all this kind of stuff? Would you prefer, which one would you prefer?
A natural woman.
And the woman's ethnicity that you prefer, is that European, African, Asian? African, okay. So that African woman that is your preference, that is natural. Now, say she has long hair, but she wears it naturally, right? So if she was to pull it out, it would maybe be shoulder length, for instance. But she doesn't pull it out. She lets it in its natural state of shrinkage, and it actually doesn't come past her ears. So she's literally just got like a very small afro.
That's not an issue. I don't care about the hair if she's African. As long as she's African, I don't mind.
Really, Zulu? So you don't care?
No, not really, because to be fair, I've seen a lot of people that are quote unquote Jareer or Bantu that have straight hair as well. So that whole straight hair and curly hair thing, it's just the inside joke that we do. But I mean, I don't think it determines whether you're African or not. I don't think it does.
Oh, we're talking about appearance-wise. Yeah, I hear that.
No, because you mentioned hair. That's why I was making that comment.
Oh, no, I'm saying big up for that. But I'm sorry. What I want to know your answer is appearance-wise. So you'd be happy to walk, you'd be happy to see her at home, fine, but outside for your women to have short hair.
Yes.
Like,
why? I don't mind.
You would. And what about if her hair was the same length? Is your hair short? Sorry, you've got dreads.
No, I've got locks, so it's pretty long.
Locks. So
not locks as in like dreadlocks, but like I've got twists and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of hair.
Twist up.
Yeah, I've got a lot of hair.
So if her hair's shorter than your hair, Zulu, would that be a problem?
If her hair was no, not really. I mean, I don't want it to be bold. Yeah, I mean, even if she was bold, it wouldn't be like a deal breaker.
What if she's on a Willow Smith?
I'll prefer that she's not bold, if that makes any sense.
What if she got alopecia?
Nah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro.
No. After you got married, are you gonna say it's a wrap?
Bro, why would you do this to me, Stopzilla? Why?
I'm just asking.
I don't want to sound like a jerk, though, man.
Oh, no way you're gonna say get out of my face because you're bold.
That is the point, right?
I don't want to sound like a jerk, bro. What would you do?
You're bro.
That's not being a jerk. That's the whole point of what we're talking about. Is the fact of the matter is people's preferences and what they like and what they feel comfortable with. It also is the reason why a lot of black women may not feel comfortable with being in a natural state, is because this idea of beauty comes with hair.
It's a man like Zulu and that. I heard that. You know what, sis? I understand.
No, continue accent, Sonny. Continue accent.
What about you, Stopzilla? Would you rock with a girl with a short hair?
I mean, yeah, no problem.
Because trust me, it's the hair's not the first thing we're looking at. Just letting you know.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
The hair's not the first thing we're looking at. So
as long as you can rock the short hair, is cool, right?
As long as there's
even if she's got the Willow Smith bald, whatever, man. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why? Like, you're not marrying a girl for her head.
She got the bunda. Is she?
Yeah, come on, man.
She got the proportions. Then there's no issue.
Stopzilla's capping. His woman's gonna wear hijab. He's capping.
Inshallah, inshallah,
that's peak, man. I'm gonna let my woman's hair flow. Like, what are you guys talking about? Her hair's gonna flow.
It's covered.
He's saying
her hair's gonna flow in public and in private. Yeah.
Stopzilla, really? She needs to be a hijabi.
Yeah, she has to be a hijabi.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Mad.
But this is why I grew up on. These are my values. Like, I can't go back on them.
Yeah, but come on, bro.
Nah, man. Nah.
You gotta let her be free.
She is free.
So you're gonna rule out any other woman just because she doesn't wear a hijab?
Just because she was wearing, yeah. Like, what?
But you know what? Oh no, sorry, I'm not going to answer for him. Go, Stopzilla.
Yeah, leave it.
Yes.
Well, you know,
no, because I'm just saying, like, there's lots of Muslim women that don't wear hijab.
That don't wear hijab, loads.
Well, yeah, I know that, of course. But obviously, at a certain age, they need to make that decision. Am I gonna wear it or am I not going to wear it? There's no point in capping to your parents, to your family members, friends.
Is it a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
So she could be perfect. Everything could be 10. Everything could be perfect, but she doesn't want to wear hijab.
Nope. Goodbye.
Wow!
No,
Wow!
But what does this
Wow.
hijab have to do
Down
with you,
to-
though?
Wow!
It comes down to values.
Oh my
It's no longer
god!
about. It comes down to. But I hear what. So I would like agree with him to do that because obviously it doesn't determine whether or not she's very practicing or not practicing, but ultimately within our lifestyle, with the way of life that we live, covering their hair is fard. It is something that the Most High has told us to do. So for a woman to
I thought there
not
was no compulsion in Islam.
but there's no compulsion. But you can
Nah.
there's rules. There's no compulsion, but there's rules. So the point is, there's a rule for women to cover their hair in front of non-family members, right? Let's just put it to that at the moment, just very basically.
Yeah.
So that's the rule. Now, if you're going to marry a Muslim woman and she can't even follow the one rule,
that one rule is game over.
exactly.
Like, what are chances of for my kids?
Guys, you should
Because
really
if I have a daughter
Wow.
with this
No,
woman,
wait,
if
wait,
I
wait,
have a
wait,
daughter
wait,
with
wait.
this
Anyone else
woman,
like-
Hold on, let
there
Axel
are
speak. Let
Muslim
Axel
women
speak.
out there is not doing this, yeah. So
Loads.
you're keeping all of them out. And
no,
Yeah.
that's them. That is
another
their
thing,
life.
though, Stopzilla,
Oh,
another
no,
thing,
look,
Stopzilla.
check this accent.
No,
Obviously,
wait,
Well,
Stopzilla.
okay.
So what do you have to do with this hijab thing? It's between her and her Most High, right?
Yeah, it's
yeah, it's
true.
between no, it's true. It's between her and the Most High. When I
Yeah.
get her pregnant and then a little girl comes out, is it gonna still between her and Most High and the little kid? Because the kid's only gonna follow the mum.
Yeah, but she could change her
Not
ways. You never know. Maybe she
necessary,
puts it
not
on later
necessary.
on.
Yeah,
Change
yeah,
her
but
ways.
bro,
necessary.
when
No,
is she gonna change her ways? She
Zulu.
okay.
But Zulu, here's one thing, right? So for you, it used to be a deal breaker whether or not the woman was a virgin, right? But now you're saying it's not a deal
That's
breaker.
totally different, though, Shani. Be
Oh,
honest.
wait. But why is virginity important? There's a few reasons why it's important, but one of the reasons is the Most High told you not to fornicate before you're married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she can't follow one simple rule from the Most High,
Shani.
then what do you know? You start looking at
I hear the analogy, but can you at least agree that they're not comparable in the sense of someone having sex out of marriage or fornicating isn't the same as a dress code, right? Or a way that you're supposed to. It's not the same because obviously you can put the hijab on and change, but once you've lost your virginity, you can't become a virgin again. So it's not really the same thing.
Exactly, and like you said, you can choose to wear it later on in life and stuff like that. However, what Stopzilla is saying is he wants somebody who understands that part of the deen and appreciates it. And then that's it. It's just a move on from there. It's not like we don't hang around that point. The point is he doesn't need to teach a woman the deen on that point. He doesn't need to. She already knows. She already appreciates what the Most High has given her and for the reason why it's there and so on and so forth. And yeah, it's just kind of like she's listened to that point, and let's go on to the next.
So are the women that are Muslim that don't wear hijabs, are they in sin?
I mean, now, but bro, that's between them and their Lord, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would it be classed as
That's not for me to say. Hey, what are you doing? Put on your headscarf. No, you're violating. I can't say that. I won't say that. But obviously, I won't compromise myself for that.
I hear you.
But the thing is, Stops, what I would say is, like as Shani said, wearing a headscarf doesn't mean that you're a fully practicing Muslim or you're not if you don't wear it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you can find that there's women that are wearing it just because maybe it's cultural or their parents or family expect them to, but maybe they're not going to be practicing their deen. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean they're going to be a good Muslim or a good woman or a good wife for you. So I don't know. I just wouldn't rule it out because you might find a woman that's not wearing a scarf and then maybe she might be willing to in marriage. Do you know what I mean? Like if you say, look, this is what my values are, my expectations would be going forward, and she's like, yeah, I understand you. Then why not?
But MJ, I think that's wrong because
why?
Then you start wearing a headscarf for your husband.
Well, isn't that the time that you should be wearing it?
Exactly. Is that not why you wear it?
It's from puberty. It's from when you become desirable to men, when you can be married. It's from those times, right? It's protection for yourself. It's modesty. That's what it is. It's an element of modesty because your hair and so the hijab isn't just obviously the headscarf. It would be your body, right? So covering your body is to cover yourself from from men. From
But you can be modest without wearing a headscarf.
Yes.
Well, this is the thing. Yeah, well, this is the thing. But your hair is part of that. Your hair is still part of that. There are obviously some Muslims that will dress modestly, and won't wear tight clothing and whatever, but still show their hair. But that's not that's not correct. The hair is still part of it.
But any
There's some
part of your
Muslims.
body can be.
Sorry,
Can be
there's some Muslims that wear a headscarf and then have short sleeve t-shirts on and wear like and show their
Or
ankles.
them Akis with big biz and then they got shorts on. Like, yeah.
There's
so much things
that don't follow.
What do you guys think about women who get married and after that they put a headscarf on?
I think it's wrong. A
lot of women do that though.
That's what I kind of thought.
We got to be careful by saying it. You think it's wrong because A, I mean they could have done it because they changed their looks on the dean, but B, most likely is they done it for the guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's wrong. And I feel like it's so wrong if you're wearing a headscarf because your father told you to, because your mother told you to, because your brother told you to.
But isn't that the case in the thing in most cases? You know what I mean? Because when a girl's reaching puberty, what understanding does she really have overall of the dean and these things that she's being told to be able to consciously make that decision herself?
Yeah, but this is the point. This is why you should allow your child to make that decision, because what you do at this point is something that you discuss with them, that they understand the beauty of the hijab, why it's there, and what like the purpose of it, and then ultimately it's for your child to make that decision.
But it feels like it's a negative thing if you don't, because all the positive seems to be around wearing it, and then it seems to be a negative thing if you don't. So I feel like as much as you have a choice, you're kind of like veered towards it's better if you do wear it.
But in the long term, it is better for them to wear it.
Exactly, and at the same time, it's better for you to pray. But you could have a child that is not a praying Muslim. What do you do then?
Yeah, but Shani, that's different, Shani. Because
it's not different. Because this point is. This is my point, right? The reason why I don't think it's different at all is because the matter of fact is wearing a headscarf to Muslims is from the Most High, and it's an order from the Most High for us to do, right? So either you just decide to do it or you don't do it. Ultimately, there's no compulsion, which means that your parents can't force you to do it. There's no compulsion for you to pray. However, it is an order on you from the Most High to pray.
Okay, so can you? Sorry, Zia, I just wanted to know, like, where does he order you to wear a headscarf? Wear the hijab or whatever.
It's in the Quran. It's in the Quran. I can find the passage for.
Well, while you're finding that, the reason why I said it's not from my perspective is because I wouldn't want to marry a woman that doesn't pray, that doesn't fast, that doesn't believe in God or whatever. Like, of course, there's certain belief, deal breakers or mentality deal breakers. But if we're talking about aesthetics, what someone's wearing, I feel like that can change so easily, and it's not doesn't really tell much about the person. But I could wear
what. Sorry, what if you had a wife that doesn't want to go to church? Do you go to church every Sunday?
I wouldn't marry someone that doesn't want to go to church.
But
it's not the same as her not wearing. But it's not the same as her not wearing, I don't know, trousers or something. Like, it's an aesthetic, it's clothes.
But that's the thing. Like, she's not even obeying one command from God. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, that's the most important one in my eyes. Like the headscarf.
It's the most important commandment. Okay, so what if she didn't pray 5 times?
For me. Because if you can't cover your head, there's pretty much you can't follow maybe the other little small things too.
So what would you do? You rather have a wife that can pray 5 times a day and deal with the deen properly. Yeah, because a lot of Muslim women do that too. Yeah, they do only that, and then not wearing the headscarf. What are you gonna do then?
What? That she only wears headscarf during prayer?
Yeah, that. Yeah. Oh no, that she doesn't wear headscarf otherwise. Yeah, but she do the 5 times a day prayer, and she do that.
It's contradictory. I mean, how's she praying, covering her head, and then going outside taking the hijab?
Is it really contradiction? Stop. Think about it.
I think it's a bit of, you know what I think with that? I feel like it's like an internal hypocrisy that you would have to deal with.
Well, are we dooming the whole of Africa now?
Yeah, but this is the thing.
You and your South Africa. That's very interesting.
Let me deem this. Yeah, let me just pull it down a bit. Because a lot of Muslim countries, the women don't wear hijab, but they do.
I know this. I even work with the Muslim
and the whole part of North African countries doing this too. Yeah. So what we say, calling them hypocrites, but all of them are using wigs and weaves, and the Rasta is out there, right?
Yeah. Because the
So
point is, it's an internal hypocrisy, right? Because ultimately they answer to the Most High. And if they didn't care what the Most High thought, they wouldn't pray, right? But that's what I'm saying. It's an internal hypocrisy because they know once they start praying, they're going to put the headscarf on. But when they stop praying, they're going to take it off. That's something that they constantly will think about to the Most High. And I'll tell you, as somebody that wears the headscarf, sometimes I might pray, right? And I'll pray. No, it doesn't make sense. Right, never mind. So
Do you have to wear the headscarf while you're praying?
Yeah,
Yep.
you do.
yeah.
You do because you have when you're praying,
Even at home?
even at home, yeah, you do.
Okay.
Because it's
Just when you pray, you take off after you pray.
after you yeah, in your house, if there's nobody that's not your family member or whatever around, right? My point is when you're praying, if your mind wanders when you're praying, you already know that Allah's watching you and your mind's wandering, and you feel ashamed if you're thinking about something else whilst you're praying, right? Which is quite easy to do because it becomes because it's a ritual, it can just become something that you end up doing. So you just run through your surahs, you run through like the movements and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you just run through them and you've not actually been in